So where are you guys right now, you and Peter?
Right now we are co-parenting the boys. I can't say that we are completely healed from the situation, but we have. I think that we've taken big steps to move on, and I moved out last April, last March, so it'll be a year that I lived in my apartment with just my boys, and he and Amina have lived together now for, excuse me, the past year, and so that's kind of where it is. We obviously have to work together. We film together, and we choose to allow the world to see, this story in its entirety, which also brings us together. But the important part of that for me is that, I just so happen to now be the poster girl for this dysfunctional relationship. But there's so many women going through this, and I want to make sure that they know that it doesn't have to be perfect every choice you make, but it has to be the best for you. And if sometimes you feel like you can't make the best choice and you fall short, then it's okay. You pick yourself up the next day and you keep moving forward.
Now, who else are you close to on the show outside of Peter and Amina?
I'm very close to Yandy, and then Yandy and I, started with an on-camera relationship, and that developed into an off-camera relationship, and we just became very close. A shoulder to cry on about this situation, because I'm sitting here like, wait a minute, this is going to be seen to the world. Like, how am I going to deal with that? And then, Rashida and we became friends because Rashida would visit the place where I work, so we became friends off camera. So I don't not get along with anyone on the show. I get along with everyone for the most part, and but those just so happen to be the two people that I became close with.
Well, on the show, it seems like Peter and Rich Dollaz are friends. Do you know Rich Dollaz at all?
I do. I know Rich. Absolutely. I'm
Okay.
cool with
How
Rich.
do you feel about his current situation? Because I guess he's locked up right now, over $200,000 in unpaid child support.
I think he's home now.
He's out.
I think he's home.
Okay.
Yes. I think that it really sucks. It really sucks that men that relationships endure this, because a relationship in terms of a mother, a father, and a child. And I just really hope that he's able to come to a common ground, so that he doesn't have to spend wasted days locked up. I feel bad, and any man being locked up can't provide, can't be productive. It's just sitting there, and in no way, shape, form, or fashion do I feel that helps the situation. So I really hope that he's able to, develop a relationship that's beneficial and healthy for the sake of that child.
Well, do you know how many kids Rich has? Because there's been numbers thrown around that.
I'm not sure how many kids Rich has. Like, I haven't even spoken to Rich about this situation. Just from what has happened, and what happened. It's not the end result of this. Him going to jail or whatever is not a good thing. So, as a friend, I'm also Rich and I are also friends. I don't want to see my friend, in jail behind something that, can be worked out.
I mean, you never had a situation where you've had to take Peter to court or anything else like that?
No, you know what? And that's a part of, what's kind of played out, which is me demanding that Peter still be an exceptional father to our children. And that's not very difficult, because he wants to be there for our boys. What greater thing can a young boy have but a relationship with his father? So I demand that, and I know what that's like, because I have a very close relationship with my father, and it's not very difficult. He wants to be a father. He wants to be a part of their life. He doesn't want to miss things. So that's not very difficult. And no matter what we are going through, I'm never going to make that okay for him not to be there. And any person can say, well, women have raised children alone for years. I'm like, that doesn't make it right. That's not okay, because women have raised children alone. In what world does a father get a pass because he's a father? It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And he will never get that pass, nor does he want that pass, which is even better.
You know what I mean? I was like crossover music, you know, so it feel good, man. Well, I don't look at nothing by it, you know, not a bias. It's good, man. You make music so people can recite it, and that's what they don't recite the song.
I mean, yeah, it seems kind of grimy on a moral issue and all of that, but shit, as people get older and all that, you got men who are like 50-something years old, marrying girls who's like
28.
23.